Now, one thing that most people want to try and do is understand if I'm going to lose weight, what sort of calories should I be doing, and therefore, in regards to what I'm at the moment, what should I be eating, and therefore you can sort of work out how you can reduce it, and then what percentages you're going to do, trial and error. Now, I know this is going to look slightly back to front because of the fact that the camera that I've done, but I need to see what I'm looking at. This glorious green door for one. Come on. Right, so this is the equation that you will do. It is back to front, but you can Google it because you're probably going to have to find out what your activity level is anyway. I don't know you don't know me, but mine is roughly around about 3,000 calories a day that I can do based on the activity levels I've got to do, because I'm up to about an hour a day, give or take, okay, and therefore I work out my calories from there. Fluctuate, go above, go below. I'm not too fussed because I'm not trying to be all massive, but then I'm trying to sort of build a little bit of muscle, but I try to be, straight as I possibly can. So for men, it is going to be initially you do 10 times your weight in kilograms, right? Then you add it, and this is where you're going to have to do a little bit of calculating and writing a little bit of stuff down, just so you stay on top of what you're actually doing. So for 6.25, you times that by the height in centimeters. You then minus from that 5 times your age. Okay, that therefore would give you your basic metabolic rate. Roughly, give or take, for me, it's something like 1,800 calories. To find my total daily energy expenditure, TDEE, I would then need to times that BMR by what my activity level is. Now, if you sit on your backside and do nothing, then you're not going to have an activity level. So therefore, you instantly know what your sort of calories are. For women wise, then you do the exact same 10 times weight in kilograms, 6.5 by the height in centimeters, then 5 times your age, but you then minus 161. Okay? Then you work out your TDE from there. That therefore gives you a gauge your activity level. You can try and find it. Sometimes I have seen your activity level slightly change, which is why going in on terms of what the calories are can be a bit of an issue, and therefore what percentage you drop it down. At the end of the day, you will know if you're eating a huge amount of food because your weight won't be coming off. But if you take into account what this roughly is, the best you can, obviously then doing some various bits of exercise in terms of that. What it also doesn't take into account, that's just your basic one. Okay, so it depends in terms of the rate of activity. You might fluctuate again on days, which is why calorie count is absolutely ninja. And also in terms of what food you're eating, can you be exact in terms of what number of calories are. The best way you can ever try to do it, to be exact as you can, is when the weight comes off. And like I mentioned before, your body will adapt to that change, which is when you flatline. It ain't because some people say that you start flipping, losing track. No, it's just that becomes your new zero. So if you're on 2,500 before and then you drop it down to 2,000, eventually you will stop really fundamentally losing too much fat because your body's now going, all right, sweet, that's what it is. That's what I need to rock and roll with. Okay, you don't have to worry about too much extra after that. So in terms of calories in, calories out, you would need to find out exactly what it is, but that's sort of fundamental equation you can do. It's not ninja maths. You have an iPhone or some sort of phone, or if in doubt, Siri and out, or even Alexa. Either way, they will help you in terms of what it works out to try and find out roughly what your calories are. Then from there, you can work out what your breakdown would be in terms of the macros. People go, well, what macros do I need to have? It really comes down to the type of activity you're doing. If it's more in high intensity, then you're going to need to regard it with more carbs. Usually, you can play it safe with about 30% protein, 30% fat, 40% carbs. If you're trying to lose weight, you might say drop your fats a bit. You might increase your protein, say by 10% more, and drop your carbs as well, just to try and make sure what you're eating is more satiated so you feel fuller for a bit longer. It's entirely up to you how you do it. Really, again, in terms of what you're trying to do in terms of put muscle on, obviously you'd have to have the percent, the protein type there, and obviously with the type of training that you're doing, how often, how long you're in the gym, what sort of style of training that you're doing. Realistically, it's a trial and error thing, and that's probably going to put the cat amongst the pigeons, and some people go, oh my god, how the hell did you say that? Some say just literally, as low as up to 25% can start gaining you the gains that you sort of see fit. Either way, whatever it is, whatever you know, what the style of training that you're doing, and then the type of protein that you have, okay, you'll then really work out roughly in terms of what your daily count and try and find about, realistically, to be fair, you could do 20 to 30% for protein in terms of gains, and therefore perhaps because you're doing say more gym work, your carbs would perhaps go up. If you're doing aerobic stuff, then your fats might be up a little bit. Don't be panicking about fats, just make sure it's eating the same fats or the right fats as opposed to the crap that some people eat. Same with carbs in terms of complex carbs. Again, it means you're fuller for longer rather than simple carbs, because once they've broken down, it's quick and it's into your blood system, and therefore bang, you tend to get the cravings after that. Bit of a makeshift, bit all over shot, but fundamental part, follow the equation that will help find the calories, and you can tweak it from there with whoever is advising you. Sweet.